During this video, we're doing a full review of the Venetian, one of our favourite hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. We'll cover if we feel the Palazzo Suite is worth the money, if we won any dollars in the Venetian Casino and it's whether it's worth you spending any money here, the largest swimming pool complex in the whole of Vegas, and stick around to the very end where we give you top tips on how to bag yourself a free upgrade to include a view of the Vegas Sphere. So let's get to it. So one of the best things about this hotel is the attention to detail and how they've tried to mirror the architecture of Venice. Anyone who hasn't been to Venice, there are some real key things you need to check out outside. You've got the Bell Tower, Rieto Bridge, St. Mark's Square, the gondolas, and there is a stunning shopping mall inside, so make sure you also check that out. So we stayed in the Palazzo, which are additional towers to the Venetian. So when you first enter into the lobby, some of it is being renovated, however you'll still see the gorgeous granite and marble flooring. So we're going to head on up to the room. We are in room 41833. When you first enter into the room, you've got all your master light sockets here. We're going to head on into the bathroom first, but before we do, you've got a full-length mirror on the right-hand side, and then you've got your vanity unit and section along with a store, and there's also an amenities box in there as well. It's got two sinks and a really large mirror, and then a shower unit with a shower built in, and shampoo, conditioner, body lotion, which is all aromatherapy, and I really love that brand. Got a bathtub with another mirror, and then you've also got your soap, bath mat, and then here you've got a marble counter with lotion, which is also aromatherapy, also a soap block, and then I've got the toilet. Now the best bit about the bathroom is you can have a bubble bath and watch the TV. How funky is that? So let's head on into the room now. Really nice carpet and also some beautiful decoration throughout. You've got a large TV which is welcoming you to the Palazzo, and then also your ice bucket, glasses, and you've just got some storage drawers underneath here which just pull out. Your closet, which has your safe and also some robes, an ironing board, and also a luggage rack. Bedside table, your telephone, and the plug sockets are down the back, so you need to reach down and plug everything in just there. On the other side of the bed, you've got your seat, and then also an alarm clock and the remote for the TV. Everything in here is automatic as well. So you will see that you've got all these buttons to open and close the curtains. So let's go ahead and open them. As you can see, the drapes are opening up, and let's head into our seating area. We've got a table with a lamp above it, another TV with some storage units. This cabinet is where your minibar is stored. So you have got shelved items on the left, and then a refrigerator minibar. This is a weighted minibar, so anything that you take out will be chargeable, so do not remove anything. The only shelf that you've got to store cold items is this. So if you want use of a refrigerator, you'll need to request one, and it's chargeable. A desk with your phone and also your dining guide. And then you have a corner sofa. Let's go and head into looking at the view. Look at that. Got the Sphere right there. Going to be more distinct at night, where we spent hours just sitting and watching the different projections on the Sphere. What makes this hotel unique is they offer all suite rooms, meaning you get a separate living space and bedroom. So let's check out the rest of the hotel, starting with Canyon Ranch, which is the spa, fitness and beauty area of the hotel. When you first enter, you're greeted by a spa cafe offering different juices and healthy bowls. And then right at the end is the reception, where you check in for all your spa treatments and also spa access. We didn't enter the spa as it was an additional cost. On the left of reception, you will find a store selling swimwear and sports clothing and a water fountain. This fitness centre is on the larger size, with a large selection of treadmills, cross trainers, bikes and weight machines. The pool deck is one of the largest in Vegas, with 10 pools across the Palazzo and the Venetian, and you can use either, which is an insane 2 acres of pool deck.
There's even a pool garden. What we loved is there is an adult-only pool area, which also had plenty of jacuzzis and also a pool bar, perfect for a full day by the swimming pools. There's plenty of free lounges for hotel guests to use, however you can pay and reserve cabanas for an additional cost. Now you can't go to Vegas without playing a couple of the games in the casino. One of the perks of the Venetian is if you're unsure how to play any of the table games, they do offer some complimentary gaming lessons. Now let's talk about our success rate in the casino at the Venetian. Top tip number 1, make sure when you arrive at the hotel you sign up to their rewards program, because you're more likely to win if you have a rewards card. You can also earn additional dollars for future games, and you may even make some profit. We always just scout out the most fun looking games as we're just there to have a good laugh. The Little Shop of Horrors is a really fun game, so if you see that, make sure you have a go. Our success rate was probably about 80% at the Venetian. We did lose some and then we did gain some. However, our personal favourite was the Bellagio, where we used our MGM reward card. That's where we won the most money. One of our favourite shopping malls is the Grand Canal Shoppes in the Venetian, because it's incredibly themed, really cool to just explore and wander around, and some great props and photo opportunities. At the moment, they're advertising The Wizard of Oz, because that's going to be live at the Sphere very soon. Really great opportunity to capture a photo with the Wizard of Oz characters. So we're now at the beginning of the Grand Canal Shoppes, and the first thing I noticed was the blue sky and the clouds, which made you feel like you're outside, but secretly you were inside the Venetian, which was really cool. And then you've also got all the architecture of the buildings, as well as the opportunity to go on a gondola. Now, you do have to purchase and pay for that, but some of the gondoliers or the drivers of the gondola do serenade you and sing opera, which is pretty cool. You've also got all your designer stores here, so you've got Kate Spade, you've got Carlos Bakehouse. Make sure you check out the insane cakes they have to offer. There's also a Backstreet Boys shop, because they were on at the Sphere. There was a long line, so make sure you jump in that before the store closes, because once it closes, if you're still in line, they will not let you in and they'll just shut the line off. Then you get into St. Mark's Square, which was brilliant. You've got a restaurant just like you do in St. Mark's Square, as well as all your different stores. So now you want to get over to the Rieto Bridge, which is in St. Mark's Square, and have your photo taken on the other bridge, which gives you the opportunity of getting the Rieto Bridge and the whole view of St. Mark's Square in one photo, which is really cool. Once you've finished looking at the shops, make sure you don't miss out on the Venetian lobby. It is incredible. So you can walk out of the shops and then follow the arrows towards the lobby, and you'll see the impeccable pillars and also all of the paintings on the ceiling. And then they've got this really cool fountain just before the front desk. And then behind the front desk is a full map of Venice. I do think this lobby is more superior to the Palazzo, but the Palazzo rooms are more modern and renovated, so recommend staying in those over the Venetian. Another spot that we nearly missed is if you enter into the escalators behind the bell tower, you go through the Rieto Bridge and then the Doge Palace. You can see beautiful views of the Strip, but also the most incredible part is the Grand Canal Shoppes has a different entrance where you've got this incredible painted ceiling. We just thought it was breathtaking how they replicated this. Who doesn't like free stuff? I've got 3 top tips on how we got free stuff at the Venetian. The first one is due to our Expedia status. For anyone over gold, they give you a VIP card, which means you get $25 credit to use in some of the bars for drinks. You get late checkout and also a room upgrade. At check-in, we also dropped into the conversation we were celebrating. So if you've got a birthday or anniversary, make sure you also add it onto the booking. We were given 2 free complimentary glasses of champagne. Tip number 2, whilst playing in the casinos, either at the slot machines or the tables, if you see a waitress, ask for a drink, as it's usually complimentary whilst you're playing. The more you tip, the more likely they are to come round and offer you another drink. And then my third tip is when checking in, ask if they've got any complimentary room upgrades. In our occasion, we wanted a Sphere view. Initially, we were told that was an additional $65 a night, as we just booked a standard suite. The trick here is if you get the dollars out in your hand, ready to give over as a thank you, we were given a free room upgrade, and also they were very grateful when we gave over the tip. Drop us a comment to let us know if you've been to Vegas before and where you stayed, as we're interested to know. We hope you found this video useful. If you've got any questions, please do drop them in the chat. And as always, you don't want to miss out on any of the travelling top tips, so make sure you subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up, as we really appreciate it. See you next time.